All right. Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And I need you all to start commenting so I know that we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter Periscope. So I need somebody in each location to just put up any comment, one or hello or yo or whatever it is that you want to put up so that I can know that we are live in all three places. I want to do a whole video about Facebook and the foolishness that's been going on with Facebook and why I haven't been posting on Facebook. Facebook has lost their rabbit mind. And okay, so I see Facebook commenters commenting. So if you lose the feed, just know that Facebook is playing some sort of games. I haven't even attempted since the last time to go live on Facebook because Facebook is acting stupid and they don't realize. And look, if there's anybody out there who knows somebody who works at Facebook, just please let Facebook know, baby, you're only shooting yourself in the foot. My content is fire. And if they're not getting it on your platform, baby, they're going to get it someplace else. They're going to get it on YouTube. They're going to get it on another platform. So you play those games if you want to, sir. But listen, we got big things going on over here. And if you don't want it, look, my content keeps the people on the page. So, hey, however you want to do it. Today, we are going to be autographing books. We're going to be autographing my book, and we're going to be just shooting the breeze right now. I have opened up the phone lines, as a matter of fact. Yeah, you see, look, Rose is saying, I'm afraid to post on Facebook, so I just read. Listen, I'm going to tell you all this because we're just shooting the breeze amongst ourselves right now. Facebook has suspended me so many times over the past year, right? Like put me in Facebook jail. And as a business owner from Facebook jail, you can't use your you can't post on Facebook, right? So I have many rotating accounts for occasions just like this, but Facebook is going in and messing with the accounts that I rotate through because they're using some new invasion of privacy. So from the Play Store, the email address that you use in any other app. So now they're like, oh, you're associated with this account. And then they're playing their games. So they've been coming through attempting to regulate on me. But what has happened is, let me tell you what has happened. I have alleviated myself of my dependency on Facebook. I don't post on Facebook anymore. Like on my personal page, I don't even post on Facebook anymore. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. I used to interact daily. I used to be like, so Facebook, you are really only breaking people's addiction and dependence on you. Because what I have done is I've increased my mailing list size from 2,000 to nearly 10,000, right? And the people that I need to get in contact with, I get in contact with them personally. You know what I mean? Like I sent you all a survey today about a fitness competition that I'm having coming up. And the people on Facebook, you just weren't able to get that link because you just wasn't in the building because Facebook has played themselves. So you ain't hurting me, baby. You're not hurting me because I am a content creator. Creating content is what I do. Whether or not your platform is privileged enough to be able to have access to that content is really up to you. So my rant is over. Okay, Nikki is telling me come over to Bigo. I don't know what Bigo is. I know that... And look at this flirt. Oh, he's always flirting, always flirting. Listen, so you all want me to address the video with B. Simone? I will. Remind me again. I will. Someone sent me the video. I want to address it. So I will. The Sean is saying, you speak, but always angry, strange. No, it's power. I speak powerfully, and I don't always speak powerfully. However, if you're going to waltz your little soft tushy in over here when we are having an adult discussion, you may hear adult things. Jolanda wants to send a book for an autograph. I mean, you can send it. I'd autograph it. You just have to pay for the shipping here, pay for the shipping back. I'll do that. I'll do that. All right. Anne is saying she's passion. Yes, I am. I am pasión. I am pasión. You know, one thing that I realized when I was in, what country was I in? It was in the country that sells pupusas. Pupusas is like their national meal. Which country is the country that their national meal is pupusas? Tell me. Write it in the comments. You all know, you know which country it is. No, it's not Chicago. It is not Chicago. It's a country where pupusas is their national meal. Come on, you all know this. Come on. Not Chicago. It's not Jersey. It's not. Tell me the country. Tell me the country while we get ready to. So listen. Let me get the. Give me 1 second. Let me get the phone lines open. Okay, hold on. Oh, wow. I wonder why it's not. Oh, darn it. I just closed it. Oops. Give me 1 second. I got to open it back up again. I don't know why it's not ringing. Give me 1 second. I closed the window by mistake. I'm going to come back and look because the country I was in, pupusas were the national meal there. And I met this handsome man from Cuba. And I realized, so I'm going to wait for that thing. So we have opened up the phone lines. Let me get into the settings area. And let me turn this on. Give me 1 second, everyone. Let me share audio, this, that, share. Put my face over. Let's see, where's the country? Okay, El Salvador. That's the country. Thank you. So you all know your stuff. Let's see who was the first person to say it. No, why would somebody say Honduras? No, Honduras has their own national meal, which is like this. It's like this tortilla, this crumbly white cheese, these beans. And that is the national meal for Honduras. Come on now. You should know better than that, Leander. You should know better than that. Somebody's going to say Ghana. You all are just making guesses now. Let me see who was the first person to say it. Let me scroll all the way up to the top. Let's see. First person, I'm going to give you a shout out. Oh my goodness. Somebody's saying Guatemala. No, Guatemala has their own with the mushed black beans or squashed black beans. I don't know how to. Here, Sasha was the first person to say it. El Salvador. Yes, that's the country that I was in. You all know your stuff. So I was in El Salvador and I met this handsome man from Cuba. And I was trying to get him to say some English words, right? And his words were spoken with such fuerza. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like the way that Spanish people speak English has so much punctuation on it. Because, and it's like when you speak, like American people speak in a certain, there's a softness to the way that we speak. And I realized that also when I was in Nigeria and an American person came into the front desk and they were like, hi, I'd really like to check in. And so there's this softness. But when it comes to Espanol, oh my goodness, there's this fuerza. Like even when you try to get them to speak English, like for the first times, it's like, cuando una persona está hablando una idioma que tiene fuerza, it's like there's so much power behind the words. I don't know if it's because it's a passionate language. I don't know. But, we have to realize that there are cultural differences. And so like even when I speak Spanish, I don't speak Spanish in the same way that I speak English. And when I speak Japanese, like there's a difference. Like you're like, kore wa nani es. Oh my God, nani está. Oh my God, I'm mixing Spanish and Japanese together. And so you're like, koko wa doko desu ka? you really drop that jaw down and you speak from this place. You're like, "Koko wa doko desu ka?" And you're like, "Ah, so desu yo ne." And you get it all down here in the throat. But with Spanish, you really have to punctuate those points. Cuando tú estás hablando español, necesitas tienen puntuación en la palabra. Okay, I'm okay. All right, let me get. I'm bugging out right now. Okay. I'm just bugging out. Let me check the phone line. Something is going on with the phone lines that for some reason it's not ringing on my end, but it's like ringing behind the scenes. Let's see. This is so interesting. All right, let me get the phone lines. It's open, so let me get the telephone number down at the bottom. It's 323-488-3149. I will put it down at the bottom. Oops, this is not the right one. Let me edit this though. Let me just add on there. Okay, call in live, and it's 323-488-3149. All right. And then we are there it is. So let's see what's going on. Why the phone line is not ringing, I don't know. Let me see if we can. Let's see. Okay, so the phone line is working. Let's see.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Kalita.
Hi, you said it's Kalita?
Yeah, Kalita.
All right, Kalita, so you're on the air live. What is it that you wanted to say?
I don't know. I was randomly calling.
Oh, okay. Well, you're on live with me now, so you might as well start shooting the breeze because I need people to keep me company while I'm autographing books. So these are the books right here, and I am autographing them to go out to the people that they're going out to. So you have my ear for 5 minutes to discuss anything that you want to discuss. So go ahead.
I don't know. What is your book about?
You don't know what my book is about?
Mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. It's an affirmations book. Hold on. I have to block some people in the comments who are trying to advertise their false scams. All right. And then I got bumped off of Facebook. See what I'm saying? It's like Facebook is playing themselves. There we go. So Facebook is really only playing themselves. Let me.
Right. I have to block all day. You don't want those people.
All right. Okay, so listen, let's I'm trying, but Facebook is giving me issues with trying to block people now. And Facebook is the main place that people need to be blocked from. All right, so the book is a book of affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
The book is a book of affirmations. It is called the Book of Self-Love Affirmations. The Book of Affirmation Self-Love, and it has all of these beautiful, wonderful, colorful pages in there. Each page is a meditation in and of itself, and it helps you rewire your subconscious mind for self-love, and it helps you attract money, relationships. It really depends on what it is that your life is needing. It changes everything in your life. Oh, you know what? I didn't put, if you want to get the book, you just have to go to my website, tanyatko.com. As a matter of fact, you could do that because I'm autographing right now. I have 61 books left to autograph. So that's what I'm doing right now. So did you get your question answered, my dear?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. All right. Phone lines are open. Welcome. The book is $20. Very inexpensive, powerful book that changes your life. It's like, if you could change your life for $20, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? It's available on Amazon right now. It's available in the UK. I need somebody from Europe to let me know whether or not they can buy from the UK warehouse, because I ship the books to UK. And so I know that you all have the whole Brexit thing going on. So I need you all to let me know. So it's $19.99. Here we go. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Lena.
Hi, Lena.
I wanted to call in today because I finally caught you live. I've been so busy and I haven't been able to watch you like I normally do.
Okay.
I actually have a question from you to ask you today. I know I only have 5 minutes, so I'll try to be brief.
Yeah, go for it.
No problem. So for yourself being an entrepreneur, I hope I'm not asking you anything too big, but when was your moment of knowing that you had to push yourself out there? I'm finding it to be a bit hard right now because I just lost my job. I normally work a normal 9 to 5, but I've been thinking very heavily on starting my own business and achieving my own personal income, being successful without a boss.
Okay. Well, what is your reason for wanting to be an entrepreneur?
I want control of my income. I want control of my time. I believe that my skills that I have, I've been in customer service for 5 years. I have a lot of skills that I've attained in that time. And I'm very adept and quick to understand these systems. So it's never a problem for me to learn new things. I enjoy doing that. But I find myself being stagnant in normal 9 to 5 jobs where I'm not being paid for what I'm worth, yet I'm doing more tasks that I know could be marketed for more.
Okay. I don't know if that is enough to be a successful entrepreneur. So you want control of your income. However, being an entrepreneur is not easy, and you don't really have quote unquote control of your income. Your clients control your income. Whether or not people are buying from you controls your income. So I don't know. I need to hear more because remember, I'm a lifetime entrepreneur. I started my first business at 13. So so it wasn't a matter of, whether I knew. I started before I even knew what entrepreneuring was. I just wanted to provide people with a thing they may need that I had access to, and a special way of creating. So like my first business, I was selling trinkets from the 99-cent store that I altered. And I was selling snacks to the police officers and trinkets to the church people. So, but I would find so I don't know. I need to hear more. I need to hear more because I'm not really understanding how I can best help you with words right now.
Well, I guess to clarify, I'm trying my best to fit that question that you're asking. I don't just want the control of my income. I've always felt that I wasn't in the right place. I've always felt the itch to be able to provide. I'm a helpful person. I'm kind. I'm bubbly. I'm a customer service person even before I was in customer service. I've always been that type of person. I've always been the type of person that wants to help people with anything. I find myself leaning towards, teaching people credit because I look around nowadays and I see a lot of people having a lot of credit or they can't.
So then what's stopping you from starting your business? I'm confused. If you know you feel this way and you have all the resources and tools, what's stopping you?
I feel like it's a bit of fear or nervousness. And maybe my real question is, I don't know how to get over that hurdle or what I should be thinking to get over that hurdle. I'm very afraid. I feel like I'm at a crossroads and I don't want to make the wrong decision.
Let me ask you all a question out there. Is her audio echoing to you or can you hear it fine? Let me know if I need to put the headphones in. What is it that you're afraid of?
Just, I guess, the typical failure notion. But I mean, I don't want to fail. I'm sure everyone's felt this at one point, but it definitely probably requires an appointment. I might have to set something up with you. You
know what? Listen, I do take on clients for coaching every once in a while. So yeah, you can contact me on my website. I don't know what it is that you're afraid of. You're afraid of failing. Okay. What are you afraid of? What's the worst that can happen?
That I have to start over again.
Okay. I'm confused. I don't understand, babe. So you're afraid? So then don't be afraid. I don't understand. Okay, don't be afraid.
Okay. All right. I feel, I don't know. I thought maybe I could glean a bit of I thought I could glean a bit of insight from asking the question. Maybe someone who's gone through the process on their own before. I'm sure you being a successful entrepreneur yourself, that at some given point you might have felt that type of feeling. Maybe I might be wrong, but
well, you feel afraid and you act anyway. If you have one or two choices, right? Either you start the
yes.
business or you don't. You don't have to start the business. It's optional. There's nobody cracking a whip behind you. It's like you're in your head. It's really you only have two choices. Either you do it or you don't do it. But you don't have to do it. So if you're that afraid, don't do it. I know I'm not being helpful, but it's really as simple as that. What's the other alternative? Because you know what, because you know what it is that you need to hear. I'm not your coach yet, so I don't have the inner workings of your psyche, but why do you want to do it?
I want to have a better life. I want to be able to do things that I've been wanting to do, but I feel limited because I don't have the resources to be.
What type of resources?
The income, or more rather than networking with other people. And you are right. I probably did already know what you have just said. I probably need, like anybody else does, they probably need to hear it from someone else, like a dummy, because that's how people work. That's how.
No, you don't have to call anybody a dummy. Not yourself, not anybody else. We don't insult people on this channel unless they're dusties.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I'll say this. Listen, my dear. Ophelia, your book is ready. So listen, it's very simple, right? When your desire becomes greater than your fear, you'll do it. You know what I mean? If it's meant for you to do, you'll feel that feeling aching inside of you until it has to become born through you. If not, then you just continue doing what it is that you've done before. I know from being an entrepreneur that nobody has to be one, because the days get rough and the days get cold and lonely. But nobody is forcing you to do anything. It's either you want to do it or you don't. You know, it's very simple, very, very simple. All right, you hit me up on my website if you want to get coached by me. It does cost a few $1,000s to be coached by me, so you can do that. Okay, my dear, thank you so much for calling in. Was any of this helpful in the very least? I hope it was. Tell me.
It was. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I honestly think I probably just needed to hear it from somebody else, but I don't have anybody like you in my life, to be really honest. I watch you because you are inspirational. I watch you because you're someone who I can aspire, that I would like to aspire to be. And I don't mean to sound emotional on the phone.
It's okay to be emotional. Go ahead, let it all out.
I appreciate the knowledge that you provide, because this is all free game right now for me. And it's hard to find people like you in real life. And I don't know why that is, but it's probably because I'm not networking or aligning myself with people that are similar.
Yeah, well, you know what? You just have to find, like, you didn't come to my Galentine's Day event. I just had it this past weekend.
I did not. I've been working, so I've been so busy. I've been missing your lives. I haven't been watching like I normally do. So I appreciate
and that means that you're not on my mailing list either. So it's like, you know, I'm an entrepreneur. You know that there are people, like attracts like. So, you know, my energy attracts people who are like me. I just had an event with with scores of women who came out and who were networking with one another. And so it's like, we say that we want a thing, but then we don't do the things necessary to be aligned with that thing. You know what I mean? We say we want to pursue our dreams, but we don't even spend 5 minutes of every day dedicated to pursuing that dream. So do we really want to pursue the dream? You know what I mean? So it's like, listen, everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur, but the people who are, you do what you need to do. You know what I mean? Because it's time in, time out. Listen, we've all spent the same year in quarantine and in isolation as everybody else. Well, some people were a little more out there, but we've all spent this past year in what was a world pandemic, the big pandemic of 2020 and 2021, right? Wait, what the F? It's COVID-19. So this started in 2019. So see what I'm saying? It's like all of this time has gone by. What have we done? What have you done to go towards all of this stuff that you say that you're feeling inside, that you have to give and all of this other stuff? Did you spend 5 minutes? Have you gotten my book?
No, ma'am, I have not, but I will.
So it's like, you say you watch me, but you haven't joined my mailing list. You say that you're inspired by me and you want to glean the knowledge that I have, but you haven't bought my book. I really don't know what to say. Because
I'm on your mailing list. I have 2 emails, so I used my other email to sign up. So I apologize if you looked and you're not seeing me there. But
no, I'm talking about you getting the invitation to the Galentine's Day event. It was on a Saturday. So if you join my mailing list with an email address that you don't really use, I don't, how do I help? It's like, you've got to do the things like there are content creators that I love, right? There are content creators I love. If I had the opportunity to be with them for hours, uninterrupted, with no public, right? I know what I would do. You know what I mean? I know what I would do. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm sure that there's a lot that you have to think about. Thank you. What was your name again?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Lena, and
thank you.
I'm not looking, and I apologize. I'm not looking to siphon from you at all, Miss Tanya. That's not my intention.
Oh, I don't think siphon is a bad word. If there's negative connotation with siphon, please, my apologies. Let's think of another word. Glean, is glean a better word?
I would think so. But okay. I don't want to come off with the intention of being that I'm trying to take any, because I'm looking at the comments. It's not you.
No, well, then maybe while you're with me on the phone, you should be concentrating on the conversation that you and I are having. When I was a little girl, right, my father, you know, when you're young, your parents are young, right? When I was a little girl, my father has this nephew, which is old enough to be a cousin, right? And that he was trying to he wanted to get some gas from my father's car, right? And so they went and they got these little things, the canteens or whatever you call them, and he got a hose and put it down inside my father's tank. And I remember this as a child. I was just so disgusted by this, because he was sucking the gasoline up through this tube until it went into his mouth. And then I remember him just gagging on it. But he got the flow of gasoline to come out of the tank. I remember this, like I was so little when this happened. Don't think that your children don't remember stuff, because I was really, really little. And I remember he's like spit out the gasoline or whatever. But it was in that hose that he put down inside the thing that he was able to pluck. And when I was a little girl, I asked my daddy, I was like, Daddy, what is he doing? What's going on? And he said that he was siphoning the gasoline from that. That's when I first learned that word. To me, the word siphon doesn't have any negative connotation at all. It just reminds me of the time when I was young in the summer and my father's nephew came over to get some gasoline from him, and he sucked it through the hose and then was able to get gasoline. It's a happy memory for me. but I don't know how other people are perceiving it. And you have spent a portion of your time looking at the comments and being in feelings about what other people are saying instead of really connecting in this moment live with me. And I think that this is a kind of theme that has existed from the beginning of this conversation. There are things that you need to do, and you have to do what you need to do for you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. And how you spend your time is going to be indicative of what results you get. And you can think to yourself, why is it that I was in this moment live with Tanya when there's so many other people who are trying to call in and want to get in, and why I spent a portion of that time in my feelings over other people's comments?
You're right.
Thank you so much for calling in. All right, so we're going to open up the phone lines for the next person who wants to call in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Listen, to all of the people who came to the Valentine's Day event, my sleeping has been off, but I am going to get the prizes to the people who won the Smoky Eye contest. Welcome in. Turn down your thing for me, please. Listen, you're on the phone with me. You're going to lose the call in a moment.
Tanya, I'm not losing the call with you. I was going to turn it down.
You're going to lose the call in a moment.
All right. So next person call in. The phone line is open. When you hear me on the phone, you've got to turn down the volume in the background of whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. So let's see. I'm autographing books live right now. The phone lines are open and people are calling in. I need to search for an email address right now of a person who did not put their apartment number. So they did not respond back. So we're skipping over their order until we get that apartment number. Give me just 1 second. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
My name is Denise. How are you?
Hi, Denise. Welcome in. Welcome.
Thank you. My apologies for what happened just now. I was trying to mute my thingamajig.
No, let's go. Let's continue going forward. Let's go forward.
So, I wanted to talk about. We know this is a topic that runs rampant in America. I'm of Jamaican background, so I'm talking from a person that came here kind of sort of like an adult. And I've been here for 20 years, and I'm talking about just dating. When are you going to have your dating matchmaking thing up? Because Tanya, I was unmatched for 6 months, and I couldn't choose one person that didn't just come off to me like I had to choose me over them. Their attitudes, the way what they want, what they say they want. Master PhD people, they say they are. They were just not cutting it for me, and I live in Atlanta, so you know how that rolls down here. They're talking about 18 women to 1 man. I don't care. I am me. I'm unique, and I love me. So certain things are just not going to cut it for me. I'm not a pick me. I'm not going to run somebody. Is that my book?
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's see. I opened up a few months ago. When I am taking new clients, I will put out a message to the people on the mailing list. I will do that. So you'll be among the first to know when I am accepting new clients. One of the things that I wanted to do, which is the space that we're in between right now, and because of that very thing that you said right now. So I am in the process of. So Alicia, your book is ready. Alicia in Connecticut. So I'm in the process of creating a course, right? So it's a course about getting yourself relationship ready. So it's a relationship readiness course. And so I am working on creating this course so that everybody can take this course. And from taking that course, you get put into my database for free. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I just need a little bit more time to finish creating this course, because one of the things that I found is that not everybody is relationship ready. And so I need people to go through the process of becoming relationship ready. And in exchange for going through that process, I will let you into my database for free. Does that sound good?
It sounds good, but I hope you're considering that there are different levels of women and different level of thinking. I've been divorced. I'm not 25. I have done all the materialistic things that I'm not even looking for in a man. Not the house or the car, not the finances. I do well in all those areas. So I hope you are making sure that you're tailoring what you're doing to different women in different facets of their life and what they're looking for. Because I'm more into their characteristics, their morals, their standards, their decisiveness, stuff like that.
And I'm confused as to how that relates to the situation. Talk to me about how you feel that relates.
Because from my standpoint, and I'm not even looking at what society's saying, some women are at a place where they're looking for somebody to build a life with. I don't need that. I'm more ready for somebody that has the mindset of being an adult, know how to adult correctly, mature, decisive. So I'm just saying, when you're doing that course, I'm hoping you're considering to tailor it so that women with different desires and different maturity level can adapt to it and, of course, meet the expectations of what your course is supposed to be delivering.
Okay, so I'm wondering why in your imagination that the first thing that you begin to pontificate is how different you are from other people, and hoping that this relationship readiness course is not going to be for those other people who are immature and don't know what they're looking for, et cetera, but not you, because...
No, I didn't say I was different. I said, I hope you're considering different women. I said women, not woman, not me. Women, that we're all different. I didn't say just me. So I've been in sister circles, and I've listened to other women that I network with and how we talk, especially us single women that are settling for just about anything, that are practicing what you're preaching about self-loving and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't telling you that I was different. I was just hoping that when the course comes around and it's opened up, that it's catered and tailored to different mindsets. I wasn't telling you that I was different. I did not pontificate in that at all.
Okay, well, thank you so much. We appreciate you calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. And the part of the reason that everybody is going to require to go through my relationship readiness course is because we are all at different stages. And sometimes we can't see ourselves. Well, most times we can't see ourselves. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, how you doing, Miss Tanya? This is Amber Bradley.
Hey, Amber, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Well, I guess my quick question. I guess I'm still going. I am a 23-year-old mom. So I guess I'm trying to figure out and cipher, am I still going to have to have maybe some ways at 23 years old in my later years of being 40 or 50 or older, just trying to figure out. I don't know if I'm maybe going too fast in life, but it can kind of trigger like my anxiety points of, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get the point across. Hold on just a second.
No, take your time. Take your time. I'm autographing books right now anyway, so go ahead.
Let's see. You know what?
What?
Tell me what you think so far, just based off of a little piece of what I just said.
What was I didn't catch it.
Being 23,
Mm-hmm.
23-year-old mom.
Mm-hmm.
The modern day life of working, having to take care of the kids, and I plan on going ahead and pursuing a degree. I'm just trying to juggle, you know, if we're supposed to be focused on this main goal of, you know, soul cleansing and things like that. What do I need to look forward to? What advice would you give me at 23 right now to make sure that I'm on the right track once I'm in my 40s or up? Just what you're looking at right now, what you may be looking at right now is your goal for later on in life. Okay.
Hold on for a second. Lakeisha in Virginia, your package is on the way. All right. So, yeah, I would say just, work on understanding your past patterns, working on healing, traumas from the past, getting to know who it is that you are and why you incarnated. I would say those are really great starting points.
Okay. That definitely makes sense. I hate having to get these anxiety attacks on, am I doing this right? Or, then you always want to make sure that you're praying, just involving God in everything you're doing. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I know the point I'm trying to get into.
Huh?
Just that. At 23, just making sure that you're on the right track of what you want to be doing.
What is it that's making you feel that you're not on the right track?
Okay, well, can I get a little X-rated a little bit?
Sure. We're all adults here.
Okay, let's see. Sex. All right. Well, all right, so you'll want to, maybe, okay, I'll start off with people my age should know how to, date right. And I think that's where a lot of people are kind of messing up, and I'll catch myself kind of going off at times like, okay, all right, is sex gonna be the highlight of the night? And, guys will, say things like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way it goes, we're both still grown. So I don't.
I'm really having a hard time getting the question out from you. I don't really know what it is that you're asking. Give me 1 second. Jasmine in Chicago, your book is on the way. All right, go ahead, my dear. I need you to bring this home. Get to the question that you want to ask without shyness. Just ask it.
Okay, let's see. Being perfect. No.
Mama?
Oh, that's my baby.
I'm talking to you. Come now, come. Well, who's perfect? What is it that you're trying to say about sex being the highlight of the night? Is it the highlight? Is it not the highlight?
Oh my God.
Just breathe deep. Just breathe deep. Okay, do you want to call back in?
Yes, I will call back in. I can do that.
Okay. Or do you want to try again and really try to get this out?
Okay.
Pam in Arkansas, your book is on the way. Okay, so I need you to say something because you're on the air, but there's no sound coming out from you.
I'm trying to put it together. I am.
All right. So what you can do is you can call back in then.
I can do that, Tony.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. So phone lines are open. You know, it can be a nerve-wracking experience calling in and being on the air and everybody hearing you. So it's okay. You know, just take your time, breathe through it, and continue going forward. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hello?
Yes. I need you to turn down your thing in the background.
Turn down my thing in the background?
Yes, please. Quickly.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to release the call. I need you to turn that down.
Okay. Okay, I'll turn it down.
Okay. So what is your question, sir? You're on the air live.
Oh, okay.
I'm still hearing all of this feedback.
Okay, I'm a rapper, right?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I'm a rapper, right? And I'm an actor, right? I have a song with 50 Cent, but I'm having female problems.
Okay.
Female problem. I cannot find the right lady. See, I come up upper middle class. I'm an only child, right?
Okay.
And you probably familiar with me. My name is Tracy G. Allen. I go as Big Al when I gave Rick Ross the song "The Boss," and that's the child of title, Booty Delicious.
Are you pranking? Are you pranking us right now, or are you being serious?
I'm serious.
Okay, so you want us to Google you, is what you're saying? You said your name is Big Al. Give us some more information You said Big.
That's my nickname.
Big
that's
Al,
my nickname.
50 Cent.
Big Al is my nickname. My real name is Tracy G. Allen.
Okay, so I'm looking at Big Al Music on YouTube. Is this?
You can look at just Google up Tracy G. Allen.
Okay, hold on.
Tracy G. Allen.
How are you spelling Tracy? E-Y?
T-R-A-C-Y, yeah.
C-Y?
T-R-A-C-Y, and middle initial G, last name Allen, A-L-L-E-N.
Okay, so Tracy G. Allen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I think I see you. I'm still hearing that feedback in the background. It sounds like you didn't turn down. Something is going on. I'm hearing.
Okay, let me go.
Yeah, but it's like you said you turned it down already.
Okay, now. Okay.
We still hear it, Tracy.
Okay, you still here? You still hear the feedback?
Ay, Dios mío. Yes. It's like, okay, what is the fascination that you have with being on the phone with me, but also hearing it in the background? Now it's off.
Okay. I'm having problems with female. I cannot get a female. I had a lot of women, but right at this time, I cannot get the right woman. I want to get a lady. I want to settle down with. And a few other little problems, right? With my movie acting too. You know, I've been in a lot of movies, but right at this time, around because of the coronavirus, I'm just been stuck in the house.
Okay.
I'm stuck in the house, right?
And how is it that we can help you, Tracy? I'm looking.
I stay in Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how is it? What is the question tonight?
The question tonight, it's about. I'm trying to get something for my love life.
Okay, what is it? So you're calling in. How is this phone call going to help you get something for your love life? What is the question?
Okay, the listeners, right? Listeners, I'm 58 years old. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, North Nashville, Tennessee. You can go to my
No, this is not. I want to listen. You call. Sir, you said that you're a rapper, right? And that you're rapping with 50 Cent at 60 years old. You rapping with 50 Cent?
Oh, I got a song that they did in Miami.
Give us a lyric then. Give us a lyric, your famous lyric. Give us your most famous lyric then.
Okay, well, I can say it. I can sing it.
Go ahead. Let's hear your most favorite lyric. Go ahead.
Okay. High stepper, big money maker, some fly girl, some a cold-hearted breaker, lady take a cream shaker, baby make a bed, took a one bag. You know what? I'm the fat kid on the block. I get girls quite a shock in my Santa Claus stock.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? Thank you.
And I'm the author of the second Smooth Operator song. I'm gonna say that one time. It's just R&B.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a woman sweet as she can be. She's everything a man wants and desire for. She got her head on her shoulder like Einstein. She built like a gold stone wall castle. But when it comes to different altitude, she don't take no hassle. She's a smooth operator. Smooth operator, smooth operator. She's so smooth. She dressed according to the rest with a fancy little strut, cute little butt. I say, senor, she's a real McCoy. It's the way she walks and the way she talks that really turns me on, really turns me on, really turns me on. She's a smooth operator, smooth operator, smooth operator. Yeah.
All right. You hear that, ladies? We got a talented man up on the line. Here we go. All right. So you know what? Ladies, you've heard it. Man, what type of lady you looking for, Tracy?
Well, I like cute ladies and, just build up attractive. I date ladies in their 30s. Most of my girlfriends been in their 30s, always 30s, 40s,
Okay, what characteristics are you looking for in a lady?
I want a nice lady. I don't want no, she can be a street lady, but long as she ain't out there in the street, right?
Wait, street lady?
Long as she ain't out there in the street. I'm looking for a nice lady. I like ladies with degrees and stuff, right?
How many degrees do you have?
I have a degree I finished acting school, John Casablancas, and I have a certification in theology and basic computer skills. And I'm a former security officer.
Oh, security officer, rapper, and theologist. Oh my goodness, this is the triple threat.
And I've been in all type of movies, Nashville series from 2012 to 2018.
Tell us, you know what? Tell us a movie you've been in so that we can see. Because you said that you have some certificates, though, but those certificates don't sound like degrees, though.
No, I just have certifications.
Okay, but you want a woman with degrees.
She can be a high school graduate or have a certificate or have a degree. I have, went on dates with doctors.
Okay.
Yeah. The movies I've been in, Nashville series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been in Boulevard with Robin Williams.
Hold on, you said national series. Let's look this up. National series, the movie.
Nashville series.
Nashville. Series. I'm sorry, I had a hard time differentiating with the accent. You said Nashville. You're talking about Nashville, the one with Connie Britton.
Yeah, I was her security guard.
Oh, okay. So let's look up Tracy G. Allen. Let's see if we can see you. Okay, so you played her security guard. Let's see.
I played a security guard in different roles and stuff.
Okay, so hold on. Let's pull up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull you down for a second just so we could pull up the footage for everyone. Okay, give us 1 second. Give me 1 second. They can't. I don't know if they can hear you right now. Give me 1 second. We're gonna share the screen. Okay. So here we go. So this is the man that we're talking to right now, Tracy G. Allen, right? And so as you see, he has his picture right there with Connie Britton, right? So you all can see that. Hold on, brother. They can't hear you right now. We're just looking at the photos, right? So there he is with Connie Britton, right? And then so it looks like he's with some young. Okay, so here, and he's single, ladies. He dates women in their 30s. Looks like he got some long hair too. Is that all? Is that all yours?
Yeah, all my hair is my new picture. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he got some long hair for you to rub your fingers through, ladies. Okay, so ladies, you've heard his songs. You've seen him. He was with Connie Britton. Looked like he was out shopping for some grandchild's look like some sports little dress for a grandchild or something. Okay, so all right, so there. So so tell us now. Hold on, let me bring you back onto the air. Hold on, let me bring you back. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me try to bring you back on the air. All right, let's get you back. Give me 1 more second. Just got to get the audio connected. All right. And then so we're going to put this in the background. All right. So you said that so you're looking for a woman. So the women are out there. What's your name? Where are you on Facebook or are you on YouTube watching?
I'm on YouTube watching, and I'm on Facebook, Tracy G. Allen.
Okay,
I'm
well,
on
so
YouTube.
listen, ladies, you have
I can give my number too. I can give my cell number.
It's okay. It's okay. Let them contact you privately. And so what is your name on YouTube so that they can see you in the comments? Are you watching right now on the Facebook platform or the YouTube platform?
I'm watching you on the Facebook.
Okay, so he's on the Facebook platform. Put up a comment when you get back to the computer so the ladies can know who you are, and then you all can work it out behind the scenes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so listen, he is representing himself. He has not gone through my vetting process. If you like what you've heard and seen, go ahead and hit him up behind the scenes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
All right, take care.
Okay. All right, so phone lines are open. You know what? Listen, best of luck to you, ladies. Best of luck to you, ladies. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So we're going to get to signing the next book because that one kind of distracted me for a second. You know, I had to get up and bust a groove and everything, you know, so let's continue going forward. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi, this is Simone. I can't believe I made it through.
Oh, yes, you made it through all right in the nick of time, too. In the nick of time. Welcome in on the line, Simone. Welcome.
Yes. So I guess I'm just kind of late, but I just wanted to ask. I just came onto your channel probably the end of last year, the beginning of this year. It's very refreshing, just the way that you are expressing a need for a mental shift in our community.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, like, I have decided to focus on me and be celibate for right now, but I'm not even, I don't date men, I date women, but even in the lesbian community, the certain type of women I usually date, they still have this mentality that's similar, honestly, to the men. And I also feel like, I guess my main question is, overall, between men and women, what do you think it's going to take for us to shift the relationship in the community and the way we relate to each other and value each other? Because I don't know, between me and my sister, who she's younger than me, but she's already been through a horrible divorce.
Okay.
Cheating and just the amount of disrespect involved was just ridiculous. And sometimes it's just disheartening because I'm like, where is the value of each other just as Black people to the point where we can truly have our highest love between each other.
Well, you know, they say, there's a saying that goes that anything that's missing from your interactions is what you're not bringing. So be the love that you'd like to see in the world. Be that, embody that, attract that.
Okay.
You know?
Do you think that more women doing that in general will shift the community and where it is now?
I think people being that and attracting to them at the vibration and understanding that you attract at the frequency that you are at, and not trying to say this thing showed up in my life, but it wasn't an energetic match, yet you kept it and it stayed. So just be what it is that you want to see in the world. And just like water, flow the path of where it is that your energy is guided to flow. And if your energy is not matched in an area, or you're not feeling the flow someplace else. It's as simple as that. There are men out there who are ready. Flow towards those men. Travel, get to sign up on matchmaking services. Just continue to put it out there, you know?
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right. Phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. You could call in. I'm signing books right now, and you all are keeping me entertained while we're signing books. We're just shooting the breeze. You know, Ralph said that we should open up the phone line soon, and we've opened them up, and boy, have they opened. Boy, have they opened. We've been serenaded. We had to bust a groove. So much has gone on. So much has happened. So much. All right, let's grab this next call. Here we go. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hey, my name is Will.
Your name is what?
My name is Will.
Hi, Will. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi. I'm very honored to be on your program. I follow you pretty closely.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, great show. Very, very wonderful service to provide.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to, I think everybody on here has been in a relationship that's probably outlived their lifespan or their expiration date, but try to give it that effort that says, you know, I'm doing my part. So.
Okay, so what is your question, dear?
I think I've been involved in a relationship for quite asking, what's the best way when you love someone? What's the best way to just say, no, it's not gonna work?
When you love someone, what's the best way to say it's not going to work?
It's not gonna work anymore.
So let me just understand the question. You're asking, when you love someone, how do you tell them that this is not going to work?
Correct.
Okay. What's wrong with telling them just like that? I love you, but this is not going to work.
Well, when you've done that, but they continue to come back, thinking that there's some way to salvage relationships, but they're really, they just don't understand.
Okay, is this person mentally healthy? Is this person?
Of course. Yeah, very well educated.
No, are they mentally and psychologically healthy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's go through. Let's do some role play. Let's do some role play, okay? Will, baby, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, man. I ain't letting you go. Now you go ahead.
Well, you know, it's been a great run. I think we have both contributed and benefited from this relationship. We reached the end of the road.
Oh, how we've come to the end of the road. I just can't let you go, Will. You belong to me. I belong to you. So you ain't
Okay.
going nowhere. You said this is a great run, but I'm still running. So now what? You better bring your ass over here, boy. I need some.
Yeah, but you know, sex ain't everything. To get to the stage.
But you do it so good, man. I can't let you giving that to somebody else, man. Come on over. You know you want to. Come on over.
Nah, sex doesn't play the role in my life at this stage.
You know you want some of this, boy. Where you think you going?
Nah,
You think anybody gonna do it like we do? You know we got that special connection.
I need that cerebral connection that we seem to lack. I don't think I don't think you have the bandwidth for me anymore. I don't want to put you down, you know. What the hell? What you want me to say? Just walk away? Don't answer the phone anymore?
Bandwidth? We on the same server, honey. You ain't going nowhere. You talking about bandwidth. I got all the bandwidth you want right here, daddy. Right here.
No, but see, you know, if I were to give you a little bit more, I'd just say that we're both divorcees, and she's had a lot of problems with her adult kids accepting the divorce. And, you know, I can't continue in a relationship where I'm not invited into her world, and she, you know, thinks that that's okay. And time is going to heal and all that stuff, but I don't have time for all that anymore. Time to let it go.
Well, you know what? Listen, to me, it sounds like, right? It sounds like you really have to communicate openly, very honestly, and very clearly with her. And after you've said what it is that you need to say, then you're going to have to start doing what it is that you've said. And so, how old is this woman?
Meaning step away.
How old is she? 55. Is she young? Is she old? So she's 55, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what is it that you don't like about her? You said something about some bandwidth, right?
Sometimes, I mean, it's one of those relationships where if you one-on-one, everything's perfect. But when you get out into her world, where she is having problems with some of her adult kids accepting the divorce that she went through.
So a divorce with somebody else?
Yeah, she divorced her ex.
So how is that your issue with the children though? Are they don't want you to be their stepfather? What's going on?
No, if you're going to be invited to events at your kid's home, but I'm not invited, to me that's disrespectful. I mean, not like I want to go places that I'm not invited, but at the same time, it's just you want to be a part of a whole community, family-wise.
So it sounds like you still want to be with her.
No. Well, I mean, she's fine one-on-one. It's just that it's more to it than that. In a relationship, you don't want to be that individual who is just uninvited to events because of their problem. I mean, does that make me too small a person to want to feel as though I'm a part of something? It sounds like you're
not communicating openly and honestly.
No, that's the problem. I have been, and I don't think that she understands.
No.
What I'm trying to suggest.
No, I don't think you are communicating. You asked me for my opinion. I don't think because even on this phone call, you're double speaking, babe. Oh, really? Either you want to be with her or you don't. You know, but the issue you're saying that she's fine and you want to be with her. It's just that the situation that exists.
I want to be with her, but not at all costs.
Okay.
Not at any cost. I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want my humanity, my person, to be disrespected in that process. And if she thinks it's normal and okay for her to go to events and leave me.
And when you had that conversation with her, what did she say?
Yeah, she agrees, but they need time. Well, it's been years now.
How long have you two dated?
About 5 years.
And how long have you been telling her that this is not going to work?
Well, At first, I thought we could manage it.
The
That our love
question,
was
the
strong
question that
enough.
I'm asking you is, how long have you been telling her?
I've been telling her that for about two and a half years.
And you don't think that you're double speaking?
Well, the double speak portion is simply that I can't deny that I love her, but I also, I'm a divorcee as well, and I'm not trying to end up in another long-term relationship where I'm not feeling as though I am completely a part of her world. I'm just
okay. So you know what you
I'm
do?
in her
Suggest
world.
what happened when you suggested counseling?
Well, we haven't done anything.
What happened when you suggested it?
I have not suggested it.
Okay. So go and suggest counseling, and go to counseling, and then try to figure out how you two can do this. Okay?
That's fair.
Yeah, it's big. You've already invested 5 years into this relationship. Go to counseling. You've been having this issue for 2.5 years. Go get a licensed family and marriage therapist, one who is a neutral party and who you feel a connection with and whom she feels a connection with, and get some therapy. It sounds like you want to be with her. It sounds like she wants to be with you. And it sounds like you just want certain conditions to be met. So see how you can figure those out. If you can't work it out on your own, get a therapist involved.
I think the double speak part, and I think your suggestion is right on point. But the double speak is because you're trying to be honest to the relationship, but at the same time, there are external factors that are impacting the relationship. She can't negotiate that, and neither can I. She can't control. I'm not asking her kids to like me per se, but if she's gonna, basically it's not gonna work. You can't really. I don't think that you can have a relationship where you're in love with a person, and the people that she's associated with don't want you around, meaning her family. I don't want to be a me versus them kind of a situation. That's the problem.
Listen,
I don't want to be the guy that's pulling her away from her children.
She wants to be with you. You want to be with her. Go to therapy. Simple.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. Listen. You're on the air live with Tanya.
Hello, Tanya. This is Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Hi. I'm kind of new to learning you and your theories and stuff like that. I just saw one of your videos for the first time a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And you did in the video market your book Affirmations, which I ordered the other day. So hopefully you're signing one of my books.
Did you order it on my website or on Amazon?
On your website, because Amazon didn't come with the autograph.
Right. Okay. As long as we understand that. Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So I was just kind of curious because the video that I saw was the one that you were speaking for like about 30 minutes about in reply to one of the gentleman's theories on what makes a relationship a woman. Man doesn't take a woman off looks and blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that I could relate to a lot of your point of views in that situation. And, as a divorcee, I felt like I shared that video, not just with myself, but I shared it with my ex-husband's other baby mama. And, I don't know what she thought of it. We didn't talk about it. But then I also shared it with my current boyfriend. And he didn't really engage with me the way I wanted him to engage with me. I wanted him to give me more feedback. Like, he just said that he saw both of you guys' points, and he respects both of you guys' opinions.
Okay.
But he didn't really give me that. And I understand, the main thing that from my comprehension, the main thing that you were saying about what the guy was saying, it was that he was speaking in absolutes. I didn't see the full article of his articles, but I think a lot of people that had negative things to say about what you were saying is that you weren't speaking in absolutes. You were speaking about the majority in situations as you were talking about them in the points that you put, and you brought out the statistics and the facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I want to have that conversation with my current boyfriend more, but I don't know how to go about, without, being a pest or whatever, how you would say.
So what, I don't understand. You want to have a conversation with your boyfriend and you're calling me to kind of help you open up that conversation somehow? Yes. Okay. Well, so he said that he saw both of our points. What more is it that you're looking for from him that you feel he's not providing?
Well, because that's what I want to know. I want to know what he understood both of you guys' points, but I want to know where he stands. What is his opinion on it?
Well, I think you can go back to him and just press the issue. Because either he has another opinion or he doesn't. Ask more questions. What is it that he feels about XYZ? Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, is there something else that you needed in this conversation?
No, I was just wondering if that was the main thing. I just need to just probe more.
Yeah, but I think the best. Oh, hold on. I think my person to pick up the packages is here, but my phone. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's not the package person. All right. So, So speak with him and ask some more questions. Really, just ask him so some people feel that you may be calling in just to talk. Is it that you just wanted to talk? You want to talk about the video? Is that what it is?
I did want to talk about the video, but it's, I have my opinions and I know you have your opinions because that's why I watch your video and I think I'm pretty clear on where you stand on the topic. Mm-hmm. So it's not just, about that, but, it's more other people's opinions is really irrelevant. I really care for more of his. Okay, well, I think the only person who can really give you more of his opinion is him. So you just have to probe a little bit more. All right. Okay. Did you get what you needed from this phone call? Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, have a great day. You too. All right. Bye. All right. Phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. Toya in Bouch, Texas. Your book is on the way. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. What is your comment or topic this evening?
Hi, I just wanted to comment that I wanted to commend you for when you spoke with, I forgot the gentleman's name, but you were going back and forth with him about
Hold on for a
the
moment. Hold on. My bell is
Sure.
ringing, and this might be the person to pick up the packages.
Sure.
Let me run down there real quick.
Okay.
If you want to talk to the people, you can. I'm gonna turn off my camera for a quick second. Oh,
I'll just wait on you.
All right. Hold on. Let me just get these packages to the front door at least. Okay. All right, I'm back.
Yes, hi. So I was calling just to make a comment and commend you on how you held it down for all of the Black females and females in general when you spoke with the gentleman that was commenting on Kevin Samuel's video, telling the woman that she was going to die alone. I just did not understand how the host of that show could not get the simple concept that you were trying to express to him, that statistically the ratio of male to female, it just did not mathematically work out the way that he is, trying to say it would work out. There's not enough male to females for whatever he's trying to, the point that he's trying to make. And he's like, he doesn't care about statistics, yet he's continually not understanding that that's something that you can't just dismiss. Facts are facts. If it does not exist, if the ratio does not exist, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. So his points were not supported, and you kept your cool and your composure, and you stuck with the script even under all this pressure that this man was trying to give, and he was so ignorant. And just wanting to make this point. I'm like, oh my God, I admire Tanya, because I would have lost my mind.
Okay, yeah, no, that was a frustrating conversation that actually, that was a frustrating conversation.
Yes. And you showed so much grace under fire, because I felt like he was still, even though he perpetrated, like he was trying to be understanding or coming from a non-toxic place, he still was giving off a very toxic energy, even with dealing with you, even with responding with you. And I'm like, what side of the fence is this man on? I don't understand where he was going with that conversation. And then the whole Kevin Samuel thing, he's just a whole mess. And I don't understand what his motivation is besides money and, a couple likes, because he's leading Black men away from Black women. I don't get what his motivation is. Coming from a Black mother.
No, I feel you.
You're up against so much, Tanya, and I just want to say thank you. My last thing to you, have you started that dating, your dating service already?
Yes, I did start months ago. However, when I open back up to accept new clients, there's going to be a course that you take, And once you take the course, you will get free entry into the database. So once you take that course, free entry into the database.
Perfect. And you made such a great point, Tanya, and I thank you for that too. With that, even if we do the work, even if you get all of us to do the work, and all the women get perfect, who is going to be there waiting on the other side? All these dusties are still going to be waiting, and they'll be worthy of all of the work that we've done, and these perfect goddesses you've made, and they've come out of the fire as pure gold, and now you're still the same way. They have to work on themselves too and be held accountable too. I mean, if I go through all the work, I'm not trying to get the same man that's on the market right now.
Yeah, and this is why I say we gotta divest. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is what I'm saying. We gotta divest, because we've got to open up our pool to people who are ready. You know what I'm saying? We gotta open up our pool to people who are ready
and worthy, because they always talk about what do you bring into the table? If you want a quality man, what do you bring into the table? You got to do this, you have to have this, a whole laundry list. What do you have?
Yeah, well, it's necessary for us to realize that there's a certain subsection of men who feel that way, and so we just have to steer clear of those men.
Yes, ma'am. Amen. Thank you. I don't want to hold up any more of your time. Thank you for answering my
Thank you so
call.
much for calling in.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. I don't remember the name of the person, but somebody commented that I'm shaped like a book bag. The book bag that you would love to have straddled around your back, boy. Come on now, sit down. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Debbie. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. I totally agree with her that you stood your ground and you were very patient with that gentleman. You were quiet when you needed to be quiet, when it looked like so much more that you wanted to say or could have said, because he came off literally like he understood where you were coming from and the top of the conversation and so forth and so on. And then he went into this the attitude that I think that's not all, but a lot of men do have when they want to say it's the black woman with the attitude. And every time we want to give a comment or something, that's what they say. It's an angry black woman, or it's an angry woman, or it's this, or it's that. Can you tell me why you think that is, that so many men think like that instead of trying to advance to a whole nother level? Why they like that? Why they think that we're always trying to attack? Because our voice may get a little louder, or not even louder, just more expressive. Can I say that? More passionate about what we're saying.
Sure. Well, one of the things that you have to realize is that this is a certain subsection of men. It's a certain subsection of men, and these men do not represent the whole. These men represent a small subsection. It's very simple, and we just have to really, instead of concentrating on the men that we don't want and the ones that we don't resonate with, just find the ones that we do resonate with. It's very simple. It's very simple.
I agree totally with that. I am married. I'm freshly married, and so I decided to go with to build myself up a little bit better, and then go from something different that I was used to being around. And I got blessed with a very nice man. I call him a gentle man, not just a gentleman, a gentle man, because he listens, he understands. So I was reading this comment on the Facebook, and the guy posed the question and said, why you should not go back with a married woman, because she will be the rebound if you guys mess up. And to me, I thought that was kind of stupid, like because why would you be dating a married man right now? That's what's out in the field. Date a married man and date a married woman. That way you have no connection ties to them, and you can do whatever you want to do. Why do you think that is if they have it like that? Why their mental is thinking that way?
I don't know. I guess you'd have to ask one of them. And I mean, if that's how you choose to invest your time in asking them.
I thought it was weird because I was like, you know what? The wife is not a rebound. The wife is a wife. A husband is a husband. And to me, it just seemed like a lot of people are losing a lot of integrity and respect for themselves doing that.
Did you not just hear that there was a man in the comments that said, I'm shaped like a book bag? So you know some of these people out here crazy. So how do you respond to crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I already know myself. I'm stacked like a brick on top of cake. I got cake. I got cake covered brick over here. Brick house, cake house, all of it. So, but the man in all his craziness with no picture up of himself said that I was shaped like a book bag. And what is a book bag shaped like?
I don't know, because we have so many shapes of book bags nowadays.
Exactly, but none of them got the hip to waist ratio that I do. You know what I'm saying? So some people out here crazy. So how long do you stand up talking to a crazy person? You know what I mean?
I said, you know what? But as soon as he hit the whole nonsense talking, I said, you know what? I tell you what. You men have a great day. I'm going to delete every comment. I'm sorry for addressing you all your question and whatever it is you post up. So I just removed myself. But I want to tell you that I enjoy watching your shows. Thank you for answering my call and my questions and conversing with me. I appreciate you greatly.
All right. Well, thank you. Have a great day.
You as well.
All right. The phone lines are open. I'm going to take a few more phone calls, but I was really just doing this live because I was signing the books. But I would continue signing, but I don't want people to get their ship notifications today and the books not be going out until tomorrow, Saturday. So the books won't even go out till Monday. Okay, so I'm going to put the books away. So if you want to get yourself a book, there's only 50 more people. It's actually 40. How many more people in queue? There's 49 people in queue right now. And so go ahead and get your book. It's on TanyaTKO.com. Just click on shop. You just click on shop and then go from there. That was too funny. Like, you see, but the thing is, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you are and what it is that you embody, you have a whole bunch of people telling you who it is that you are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You have a whole bunch of people telling you who it is that you are, and you just really have to know who you are, because there's a lot of people out there that's loco in the cocoa. Oh, goodness. All right. So phone lines are open for one or two more phone calls. And Darren is flirting in the comments. He's over here talking about, you embody dignity to me, queen. Okay, I hear you. I have not signed to a person named Rose. I don't think I have. I don't remember signing to that name. And I remember a lot of the names that I signed to. So when did you make your purchase, Rose? Let me see on the list where Rose is on the list. Oh, call's coming in. Hold on. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Kiala.
Hey, Kiala. Welcome. What's your comment or question or topic today?
Yes, I wanted to make a comment. It was about something that you brought up, I think like a couple weeks ago, about when you was going through your stuff with your business, and you said the comment that you have to be very careful when you accept help from certain people, because sometimes getting help from certain Black men in your culture, they're not really trying to help you. They're there's an interior motive to what they're doing. And when you said that, that kind of resonated with me, because I'm a small business owner, and when I first started out, I had an incident like that where I thought this older gentleman who was my manager at the time, he seemed to be very knowledgeable in business, because he's been in actual field, because I have a degree in business, but having a degree and actually putting in the work is two different learning styles, So I thought that he was just about to, come and save the day and want to actually help me. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to give you, $3,000 towards your business, and I want you to grow, and I want to sow a seed into your business. He tried to hide behind like the word and Jesus. He's like, yes, because God told me. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he comes the next week with this paperwork and a check attached and said, hey, before you cash the check, just sign it and, go over everything and just see if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm like going over it, and this dude trying to buy 50% of my business with $3,000. The nerve, like.
What's the valuation of your business?
So I sell. I live in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we have this thing called pralines and pecan candy. So I sell pralines to a local grocery store that I worked at for 10 years. They have Rouse's Market. Currently have.
What is the current value of your business?
Right now we're at about $50,000
in sales and inventory.
And inventory.
So what do you need? What do you need 3,000 for?
No, that's at the time. So I was working at the company that sells my products now. Rouse's has like over 150 stores in the South, in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And I was a manager there, and I was working full time as a grocery manager and doing my business. So when you're doing two things, something is going to lack. And I had to just basically step out on myself and say, I'm going to just do my business full time. But at the time he offered me that, he made it seem like he was just giving it to me. He wanted my business to grow. This was months of him talking to me, building this relationship and this rapport, making me think that he was like on my side, giving me all this great advice. And not even just that, like buying my product at like at a cheaper price and reselling it to his people and his friends and things like that. I had to see for myself, like what you were saying, that people they masquerade about to save the day or they want to help you when it's interior motive,
Okay.
So I really felt that when you were saying that the last time you were talking about it, it really hit home and resonated. So, as a small business owner, what other small business owners or anyone who's trying to, get a business started, you have to be very careful and be vigilant on who you allow into your business and who you share your business ideas with, because some people.
How much was your business valued at the time that you were trying to get it off the ground?
At the time, it wasn't valued a lot because I was doing both. We were making weekly about $1,000 a week in sales at the 10 grocery stores that we were in. But we also would do festivals and markets.
Yeah, you see, the thing that's okay. Well, you know what? Thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in to give your perspective. I'm not understanding how it was an insult for him to offer you $3,000 in exchange for half of your business if your business really didn't have great value at that time. And he was looking out for himself and trying to become a business partner, getting that 50% stake. And if you needed the $3,000, so like when I had TKO Skin, there were people who offered me money all the time to assist in my business. I'm just really confused as to why. I'm confused as to why we feel that a person is giving into our business. Actually, I think it's smart of him that if he is going to give into a business, that he gets some sort of documentation about what his contribution is giving to the business, because this is business. I remember when I was at TKO Skin, I had this associate who was always having money problems. And one of the things that used to always kind of get to me back in the days is people who had money problems wanted me to have money problems too. And with me being guilty about all of the money that I had, I ended up in money problems at one point, right? Because, with cash flow, you can have money tied up in inventory and all this stuff, right? And so I was like just trying to identify with this young lady, because she used to be like, well, you wouldn't understand because you have all of this money. So then I ended up having money problems. And when I had issues being able to cover my rent at the time, and so like when I say that I still contact my landlord that I had back in the days, because this time that I had problems paying my rent, the same associate that I went to was like, well, you know, you got this guy near you. Why don't you ask this guy for money for your rent, right? The lease, not the rent, the lease on the space.
Okay.
Right. And I was like, imagine me taking money from a man for my business. This is business. This is not personal.
Right.
What is it that I'm going to owe him in exchange for him contributing this amount to my business? And so instead of going to some man to have some contribution for my business, remember, business and pleasure are different things. Did you have intercourse with this man?
No. Oh, no.
All right, then. So then my question is, what place is it for somebody outside of your business to contribute to your business without any stake in the business? Like, what are they getting in return? This is business. There's cost. There's cost of doing business. This is not a personal expense.
Right. So the reason why I took it, so personal, because like I said, I worked at Rouse's Market for 10 years. So everything that was happening with my business, everybody knew about it because, she works for the company, and they made sure that they promoted it and wanted everybody to know, we're helping someone who's within. So it wasn't just the $3,000. I already had a contract with the junior leagues for a $10,000 order already. That had became public knowledge.
So then why were you even accepting $3,000 if you didn't need it?
No, I didn't. No, this is the thing. He said, he came to me and said, hey, Kiala, I'm happy about your business. I heard all the great news, and I want to invest I want to sow into your company. And he said, God told me to sow into your company. I want to sow a seed, a love offering into your company. He made it as if, I'm just going to gift this to you. Okay, well then it comes around and you're trying to buy half of my company for $3,000 when you know that we're making way more than that. And I have to physically work. I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking and we have to deliver. It's a lot of things. So to offer me $3,000 for 50% of my business, I felt it was an insult. I felt like he was trying to get over. That's what I'm saying. We already had contracts already in the way. Like I said, $10,000 contract with junior leagues for that whole month already. So the business was growing. That's what made me step out and leave my job instead of working for the company.
Yeah, you know what? Let me just say this, because I do not want to blow smoke up your ass, right? This is not the same. This is business, and you've got to get out of the business and personal standpoint. This is not about a man saying that he's going to do something for you. This is about an individual giving or attempting to pour money into your business. And so you've got to separate business from pleasure. You said you did not have a romantic relationship with this man. Let me just say this to anybody out there. Do not accept money from anyone into your business if this person is not an investor of some sort. You don't want anybody coming back and you have this cash flow coming into your business with no trail on it from your bank account and all of this other stuff. Don't accept money from people who don't have.
And that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like when he came, it was told to me one way, but it came back as another way. That's why I took it to a person with interior motive. Like you're gonna give you say you're gonna give this to me, but then turn around and say before you cash the check, read this. So eventually, the same day, I was like, oh no, I'm not interested.
For some reason, it seems like you're not understanding what I'm saying, or maybe you just want me to agree with what it is that you're saying. I'm saying, I'm saying that this is not personal. Listen, as a business owner, you're going to get people saying a lot of different things to you as a business owner. It's a part of business. This is not a person who is offering you something romantic or you had something romantic with. This is a person outside of your business saying that they're going to give money into your business. And as a business person, this type of stuff happens. It's not personal. It's not about a man trying to get something from you or any of that. It's about
I get what what you're saying. So you're saying that it wasn't, you shouldn't take it personal as business. I get what you're saying. And maybe I took it personal because, like I said, I worked there 10 years and I knew him previously. Like, he was my manager for years. So that's probably why I took it a little personal, because I feel like you're trying to, you're trying to play on my emotions and my feelings because I've been working with you all these years. And yeah, like you're saying, it's business. Like you're saying, I should have taken it personal, but I did kind of take it.
And the strange part about it is I feel like you got some blurred lines over here. You weren't interested in him romantically. He wasn't interested in you romantically. He said he was going to give money into your business. There's a lot of people out there. It's not personal. And separate yourself from that. Separate yourself.
Right. You're absolutely right. I get it. I shouldn't have took it as personal, but I did. I took it really personal because, when we worked together and I didn't have a business, everybody was already trying to get over on me. So I did. I shouldn't. You're right. I get what you're saying.
I don't think he was trying to get over on you. He gave you an offer. You didn't accept the offer. I don't really see how that's an insult. A person gave you an offer. And it's like, if it's not an offer you want to accept, don't accept it. It's not personal. It's business.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I get it. Well, thank you, Ms. Tanya. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
You should be safe.
All right. Bye-bye. Sometimes I feel like I'm being cruel to people, and I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be. And Sheldon is saying the offer was an insult. No, it wasn't. It was just an offer. There's no insult. There's no insult. It's business. He was trying to get the best for his buck, and it wasn't an offer she wanted. It was not an insult. It just is what it is. It's business. It's business. If a person comes to you with an offer that you feel is low, if you're not interested in selling, if you're not interested in giving up shares, if you feel that the offer is low, don't accept it. It's not personal. It's not an insult. It's none of that. It's two business people or two people coming together talking about business. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Ty is saying, how do you stay motivated when you're working on your business? How do you stay motivated when you're working for a 9 to 5? That's what I want to know. Because I can't do it. I feel tired. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hey, Miss Tanya, it's Amber again.
Hey, is this the young lady who had difficult time speaking earlier?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right.
I was a little overwhelmed. So I guess it's just the fact of being accepted, trying to figure out this whole identity crisis at a young age, and the cliche that you have to go through. So I'm just gonna simply ask that that you put me in your prayers. That's it. That's all I'm gonna ask. Wait a minute. Yep. Just that's all I'm asking for is a quick prayer. Just that's it.
How long have you been watching my videos?
I've been watching Prop for about 2 months now.
Okay, 2 months. So you're new to my videos. I don't pray.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, I don't pray.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. Oh, okay. So, you're non-religious or?
I am non-religious. I don't pray.
I apologize, Miss Tanya.
Oh no, it's
I
okay.
Apologize.
It's okay.
I apologize for that.
No,
I do apologize about that.
It's quite all right. It's quite all right. I don't pray. I feel that, when we pray, we are beseeching someone outside of us to do something for us. I set intentions. I manifest. I don't beseech some other being that I consider to be a higher power to do anything for me or for other people.
Well, have you gone through any bad situations in your life, or?
Everybody has.
Okay.
Of course. But I think the difference is in the teaching. I think that when people are taught to pray, they are taught that there is a God out there who is higher than they are, and that if you petition this God, that this God will assist you. There are people who this is what the teaching is. That you petition this God, that you beg to this God, that you say your prayer to this God, and that this God will bestow its favors, or rather his favors, because the God is depicted as being male and masculine. And that I think this is part of the reason that there's so many men out there who attempt to make fun of women for being quote unquote single, because they think that men are in the God position, so that if you are not aligned with a man, that there's something lesser than or missing or defunct about you because of the patriarchy and the issues that we have with toxic masculinity. So nonetheless, the teaching is that you put your palms together and you look up into the sky, or you imagine that there's being up in the sky who is going to assist you. And I just don't believe that. I don't believe that there's any being in the sky that is assisting anybody with anything.
That makes sense. And when you ask yourself these little questions or what have you, it's almost kind of unfair. Like you can't ask these questions. Like, be fearful and you shouldn't question God, and that's the thing that I'm kind of up against, not to disrespect, my religion or anything like that. It's just more so of like, damn, like why do I have to, excuse my language, but why do I have to just keep beating myself up over and over and over again, but I do know for a fact, some things, the things that I've been through is just kind of like, there's no way I would have made it out without my God, and no disrespect to you and what you believe in.
If that's how you feel.
But,
if you feel, and you see, so there's the disempowerment right there. There's no way that I would have made it out if not for some other entity outside of me. And I just look, and I respect people's points of view. If you feel that there is an entity outside of you that is more powerful than you, more knowledgeable than you, all of these things, and that you are this being that is lesser than that energy, or has lesser energy than that being, and that you need this being's help, by all means, if that's how you choose to believe, you go ahead and believe that. I just have a different belief. I believe that I am the same energy as the energy. I feel that I am goddess in human form, that I am the human embodiment of God living out loud through itself. I believe that I am God.
And you know what they say, God is within you. It's something along those lines. Forgive me, I don't read my Bible every day, but I do practice. But that's another thing, it's kind of like when you're looking at the human ways and how, and then that's another thing. They're saying God is, envious. He envies, and that's supposed to be, one of the 7 deadly sins. So it's kind of like there's so much contradiction, going on that it's kind of hard to fathom so many. I don't know. I'm just trying to go with emotions. And my golden rule is treat people how you want to be treated. I truly live by that, and it has done me some good. But on a negative note, it's kind of like the backlash that I get. Then you look at the Bible where it says, you're going to go through things. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have a hard life. Hold on, baby. And I'm sorry. Just hold on just one second. But I'm sorry. My baby fell.
Your baby fell.
Yes, he fell.
From where?
He's all right. It's all right. He's on his mat.
Okay.
He's fine. Everybody calm down. But hold on just 1 second.
How old is your baby?
He's fine.
How old is he?
He is 1 year old.
Oh, he's little. Oh, hello? I guess we lost the call. And I turned off the phone line, so you know, I don't really know how to put it. My heart goes out to people who don't really understand who it is that they are. You know, we get taught these religious doctrines about who somebody else is out there and how we need not listen to ourselves. There's a scripture that says, trust not in your own understanding, that you need to go to the understanding of the Lord, right? And I'm like, who is teaching you not to trust in your own understanding? I mean, I don't really know how to, I don't know. It's like there are people who you have to ask yourself, who is it that benefits from this belief? Who benefits? Who benefits from you believing that you don't have the power to manifest and create those miracles in your own life? Who benefits from you thinking that there's sins out there and that you thinking that there's some heaven or some hell? Who benefits? I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell outside of how they relate to any type of internal state that exists right now here in the present. I don't believe in no future heaven and I don't believe in no future hell. I don't. I had a near-death experience in 2007. And I realized that there's a lot more to life than we previously thought. Who benefits from you feeling that there's somebody else who must interpret the word of God? Who benefits? You know, this all started out with these kings. First of all, Jesus didn't even believe in religion. If there was a person who walked the earth, because there's no physics, from what it is that I'm hearing from theologians who studied history and theology, like there's information that's not available to random public, from the theologians who have studied that there is no historical record in the past census of any person who fits Jesus's description, born to a woman who then became a carpenter and walked around performing miracles, that there was no human that walked the earth. The image that they're using is an image of a person by the name of Cecil, I believe, who was who was he? I forget who it is that they said that he was, the image of the blonde-haired, white-faced Jesus. But when you look into the word, Jesus himself, if he was a person who lived, he himself stated that he doesn't believe in religion and that he did not want what it is that he was turned into, what it is that he was doing to be turned into a religion. People who are worshiping Jesus are betraying what it is that he wanted. They're betraying his wishes. He didn't believe in religion. He did not want what he was doing to be turned into a religion. And people have now forced this religion onto the world against this man's wishes, this alleged man, right? He was the nephew or cousin of Da Vinci. Yes. And there was something kind of wasn't too right in the buttermilk going on over there. Black Beauty says, I believe in a higher power, but it's up to us to make things work in life. We make our own choices. I don't believe that there is any power higher than the power that exists inside of us. And the same energy that exists that created the universe is the same energy that exists inside of us. And I think that we've got to find that stride where we accept that we are in human form, but also accept that there's a greater energy that exists outside of our body, our own energy, and the energy that exists in one person to another, that energy is like energy, flesh. You know how they say flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, that the energy is energy of this energy. Energy of my energy is you. Energy of your energy is me. And that there really is no separation. That's the illusion. You know, and who is it that benefits from us thinking that there is some energy who is better than us, greater than us, but yet still petty, vindictive, jealous, and murderous too? Come on. It's like we need to ask questions. We need to ask questions, and we need to dig deep and dive into the answers and continue to ask. On this note, I'm going to jump out of here because I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat. I got to go feed my book bag. He must have been talking about that big donk hanging off in the back, look like a book bag. Listen, honey. Listen, if only you could be so lucky to have these legs strapped around you as you try to carry me on your back. If only. If only. I got to go get some wings. My husband likes Tanya TKO, so he is being patient with me right now. Go ahead and get your wings. Go ahead and eat your little alitas, so however they say them. And Tracy is saying, so who created the energy? The energy is. The energy is. The energy exists. The energy is. You know, just like where it says in certain doctrine, I am that I am. The energy is that energy. It just exists. We exist. There was never a time where we didn't exist. There was never a time where you did not exist. And there'll never be a time where you don't. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's only displaced. It only changes form from one form to another. You exist. You are that you are. And I am that I am. And therefore, it's sad that there's far too many of us who don't know and don't understand that. You know what I mean? It's sad that there's so many of us who don't know and don't understand that. And that's okay. I don't expect. Look, CC is saying, look up energy. This is not a quiz. Do the research. Absolutely. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's only gets displaced. It's only offset by something else, or it changes form. You know? And Tracy is saying, well, that's God, and that is you, and that is me. You are God. I am goddess. It just is what it is. So it's not a matter of a thing being a thing outside of you. It's a matter of you being that thing which is inside of you. It's very simple. But people are not really ready to hear that because you want to feel disempowered. And that's fine. Go ahead and feel disempowered. Go ahead and think that there is someone outside of you who has something that you don't have. Oh, Lorna sent me a $5 Cash App. Thank you, Lorna. My phone probably needs to be restarted. I'm trying to accept it. Okay, let me send you a heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So thank you. I really don't know. It's like there are people who have a vested interest. Hey, Tanya, welcome. Thank you for your Cash App earlier. BX Yardy is saying Black people are lost, and that's the issue. And Kimberly is saying, I agree with you partially. My whole life changed. I mixed them all together. You know, you got to do whatever it is that's working for you, however it is. And Tracy is saying, exactly, but I believe in a creator of that energy. Okay, you are entitled to believe whatever you want to believe. If you want to believe that there's a shoe that hovers outside of our windows and we learn the happy foot dance whenever this shoe hovers by our window, you're welcome to believe that as well. I mean, it's very simple. You believe whatever you want to believe. I feel empowered and transformed into my higher self. Well, if the shoe outside the window hovering makes you feel empowered and transformed, then go transform and feel empowered. It's very simple. It's not that complicated. Jessica is saying, yes, ma'am, I do. I've studied and educated myself. I even went to Christian college, who teaches that the Bible was written and transcribed by racists. Love. I mean, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. Jolanda is saying it's all connected. Tanya's laughing. Shan is saying, Randy, you did not answer my question. Ash is saying, have any of you been haunted? I'm currently being haunted by a vengeful family member. I need advice. Just why does this happen to me? Why is this happening? Listen, if you don't want to be haunted, just tell them to go. They cannot stay. It takes a lot of energy for someone who's passed to stay dense enough to interact with humans. Just tell them you're not interested and tell them to go. Rebuke them. It's simple. Get them out of there. Jennifer is saying, my husband left me because I have cancer. That's real messed up. You know, it really just goes to show. So look, this is a time more than ever that you have to pull within yourself and find that power from within yourself. You're about to learn a whole new level of power coming from within you right now. And you're going to realize that there were a lot of warning signs that this, and he probably is one of the reasons, and your relationship is probably what contributed to you not feeling well in the first place. But you're going to find that power within you to rise above this. And you're going to see that you did not need him. That you did not need him. La Pris is saying, have you noticed how church people, we forgive somebody for murder their loved one, but they won't forgive someone who owes you money? Why are you coming up here talking this mess? Go sit down somewhere before I go get my belt out the closet. I'm still going to believe in the uppercase, Lord uppercase. And if people don't, it's fine. I don't love them any less. And we don't love you any less for believing what it is that you choose to believe and what it is that you've been taught to believe, instead of really digging within yourself and figuring out what is the internal calling that's coming from within yourself. We don't love you any less. We don't love people who are asleep any less. So it's quite all right. Just a difference of understanding, difference of connection, difference of, this is different. It's just different. That's cool. Ashley's saying, I sprinkle Malik dust at my door to keep her out, but she bothers me at work and is trying to get me fired. You know, I think that there may be an opportunity for you to speak with someone about this. Someone who has, listen, you go work with somebody on this. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about some Malik dust. Don't know who knows anything about some Malik. We know about Malik Yoba, but I don't know about Malik dust. Sheldon Morgan, yes, and written in Hebrew originally. It was transcribed to what they wanted us to read and believe. Do your research, my love. Open your third eye and stop defending those who are trying to suppress you. I feel you. Karma is saying, we love you back. We connect differently through our inner and outer energy. Yes. Yes. Money is saying the brainwashing is so real, it saddens me. Okay. You know what? All right. All right. BX is saying, leave that. I don't know how the word black has become associated with this type of magic, but I think that we have to choose our words carefully. Leave that magic alone. When you open the gates of hell, that's what happens. Who believes in hell? You know what I'm saying? It's like all of these things are centered around what's going on inside of our own mind. You know what I mean? And here's a long message from Amber who says, everyone that was me, the young black lady, if I want advice in any point in my life, then I should be able to receive it. I'm very intelligent, but certain topics that I feel insecure about, I ask opinions of others. I asked Mrs. Tanya to pray for me. Just because we have two different beliefs does not mean we can't listen or learn from one another. She stated her view on religion, and some of you almost flew backwards against her. I came here to listen, period. It's people like you that poi, And then it stops right there. There's no need to fight. No need to fight. It's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. I don't know. And Black is saying, but you called and didn't ask anything. Well, she did ask me to pray for her. And, you know, listen, it's not an easy thing to be on these. I've called up places before, you know, if you become cognizant of how you're broadcasting and it's going to live on forever, it can make you nervous. There's some people who, even sometimes I feel a little bit nervous till I start talking, you know. Ashley is saying, I did speak to someone and I found out he was a member at a local chapter of the Church of Satan and he was trying to recruit me. Okay, well, maybe go speak with a therapist. That's all I can say. Find a therapist who will be able to hear you out. There could be some other things going on. If you're finding all of these coincidences, there are no coincidences. And if all of these things are coming up, there could be a reason. Speak with a therapist. Call and get some resources in your area. Call 311. You know what I mean? Call 311. I don't know if 311 works in other cities, but in New York, that's a place that you can find resources. Or you can call the suicide prevention hotline. I know for a fact that they offer resources in your area. Lara is saying, I have a father who makes fun and complains to me about missing weight. What can I tell him to stop? I have told them several times, but he still keeps making fun of me. I mean, you have to have a conversation about how you feel and be forthright. BXRD is saying, right, we shouldn't even be talking about faith. I had no idea this was the type of group. If I knew, I wouldn't have joined because I am not atheist. Okay. What does the word atheist even mean? You know what I mean? What does the word atheist even mean? It's like there's so many people who have this vested interest in labeling all of this stuff. Oh, just turned off. Kimberly is saying, what I did was I prayed to God for help and clarity. I got rid of all negative people and read 3 to 4 Power of Positivity books. God showed me I was a goddess and I was elevated to a higher plane of existence. And I questioned how the Bible caters to men and started to study. And I stopped listening to others and started listening to myself. And I started to change my vibration to attract better positive people and better for myself. Okay. Let me go eat. Thank you all so much for coming out. I appreciate all of you for coming through and taking part in the conversation. It is Friday, and we are going to come back with making videos. I'm going to be making videos all weekend. So let's see if Facebook keeps behaving how it behaves. We got some Cash Apps coming through. So we got $20 coming in from Mark saying, because I love your live. Let me send you a heart. Thank you. And we have, let's see, we have $5 coming in from Katrina. Let me send you a heart, Katrina. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Listen, I respect people's rights to believe what it is that they choose to believe. If you have a problem with me believing what it is that I believe, and then this is not the right place for you energetically, that's fine. I think that there are when we start getting into the fundamental difference in philosophy, in personal empowerment, personal responsibility, I find that that's where one of the disconnects come between religious people and spiritual people. Because if you believe that you have the power within yourself, that you control what it is that you're seeing, that you had control in choosing your parents and the life that you've come into that was tailored by your higher self, right? If that is your belief, it's a much different belief than feeling that there's some God who is giving you trials and tribulations that you got to jump over like a dog on 11th grade hurdler on the track team, that you got to be jumping over all these things that God is quote unquote throwing your way to knock you down. Oh, we got Debbie who was coming with $10. Thank you, Debbie. I'm sending you a heart right now on Cash App. Thank you all for all of the Cash Apps. Thank you. The Cash Apps really make me feel like, people are interested in investing in themselves and have received value, and thus share out a bit of that value into Cash App. So I appreciate that. I really do. And Mojo saying, we do not have to love nor believe everything nor anyone's belief. Just take that meat off the bone, reject what doesn't resonate, and keep it moving. It's very simple. Black Beauty saying, it's okay to have difference of opinion on religion, but it's not okay to knock someone for what they believe. I don't believe in the Bible, but I do believe in a higher power. I have no control over whoever knocks anybody I hope that we're having a civil conversation. I don't see all of the comments, but I haven't seen anybody knocking people. I've seen people speaking the truth. I've only seen people speaking the truth. Dennis is saying, what's your hashtag? As you see, it's right there, $ Tanya TKO. It's right there. It's on the video. Hidden in plain sight. Hidden in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? And so Shan is saying, I can't, with all these exclamation points. I believe in God. Go. Okay. See you later. See you later. Mandy's saying, looking forward to the next video. Absolutely. All right. So listen, everybody. It was so nice. I appreciate you all coming out. Catherine saying, have a wonderful evening and meal time. Yeah, I can't wait to eat. Oh, wow. You all are spoiling me this evening. Wow. Another Cash App has come through. This one from Aaron. Aaron has sent through $25. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. You all are spoiling me tonight. Thank you. Well, you're spoiling yourself because money is energy. We need to have a tarot day soon, coming up soon. Yes, we do. Oops. We need to have a tarot day coming up soon. That really gets people to start shifting to where it is that they're going to shift. So, all right, you all. Anything else anybody wants to say before we jump out of here? 2 hours and 15 minutes. Tuia is saying, no, we appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Letitia is saying, I believe in God too, but I listen to others' points of view. Oh, wow. Another one coming in. Oh, look at this. So we have Albana, who has just sent $20 in. Uh-oh. There we go. I just sent you a heart. Thank you, Albana. She says that it's for heart. So thank you. I appreciate that. I guess for love, right? And Black Beauty saying, no, it's a civilized conversation. I'm just speaking in general. Okay, got you. Oh, wow. More? Ooh. Here we go. Thank you. We got Vanessa, who sent in a kissy face, $5. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. I appreciate all of this love today. Thank you. And Letitia saying, money is energy. I love that. Absolutely. Connie is saying, you are awesome as always, Tanya. Thank you. Connie is saying, never participated in tarot. Sounds good. Yeah, we should do that this weekend. Mark, was that you who sent the money through earlier? You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, wait, let's take a look. Oh, you know, the ladies love a beard. You see Mark is in the comments there. So ladies, you know, he's generous. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, more? Wow. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Let's see. So we got Michelle, who sent $5 through for dinner. You know what? I am going to treat myself to dinner. I'm going to order tonight. Thank you. And I'm going to use your $5 towards that. Thank you very much. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order something really delicious. And stay tuned. The last video that I did, I put a link in there for the survey for the fitness competition that we're having. So we're going to be doing a fitness competition. Make sure that you take that survey. If you're on my mailing list, go check your email for you know what, as a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, we're going to do a video talking about the fitness competition. Sheldon is saying, it just went by. Jessica Lynn, it means that there's some good elements in the Bible that can help teach. betterment, and inspire. So to act like we should get rid is insensible. You don't have to take it all, but there are gems in all these religious books. But the gems that you get is from your own internal interpretation. So if that's the case, look, you know what, there's many different tools out there. So if there's tools that are assisting you, by all means, by all means, do what is assisting you in the ways that you feel that you need to be assisted. Oh, more is coming in. Listen, this is abundance. This is the abundance that I believe in. And so some people will say, oh, that abundance comes from God. I say that abundance comes from the universal consciousness that exists between all of us, and that money is energy. Wow, even more. Look at this. Listen, we got Andrea, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, who sent $10 through saying, I'm loving your content. Thank you. Let me send you a heart back. Thank you. And then we have Black Daria, who sent $10 through, and she says, for your animated voices. Ah, that's so funny. Thank you. Thank you, Daria. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, so I think it's the same. I think that some of the messages are the same, because at the end of the day, truth is truth. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of the messages are the same. However, there's a different take. Where we split off is in personal accountability, personal responsibility, and personal power. In some religions, the power is given out. In spirituality, the power exists within. So like when we do our affirmations book, we don't have to wait for a blessing. We work on manifesting. So we don't wait for blessings. We work on the manifesting, and we manifest. And in the manifestation could be the blessing. Some people will be like, oh, it's a miracle. Other people will be like, I manifested this. You know what I mean? Who's right? Who's wrong? All I know is that I had a near-death experience, and I know what I experienced in my near-death experience, and I am not religious. I believe in universal source energy, and I believe that there's a connection between us all, and I believe that the human existence has many illusions in it. Many illusions. Julian is saying we are creators, but the Bible wants you to believe you're a vessel and need to go down on your knees and pray to a white God in order to get what you want. Now, the original God of the Bible was not white. People only had supplanted and pretended as if he's white. So, another Cash App has come through. Let's take a look. And another one. Wow, you all are so dope. You know what? I really am going to treat myself this evening. I am going to treat myself. I appreciate all of this. Let me give you all shouts out. I'm refreshing right now. So yes. So listen, even though people have used the Bible as some sort of doctrine for whiteness, from what it is that we have heard, the original Bible existed in Africa before white men's intervention into using it as a tool to conquer. So let me grab these Cash Apps. So we have, my phone is not refreshing. So I'm seeing though in the drop down that Dennis, it says $25 for yay. And Esh has sent $15 for listening from the clouds and joy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just waiting for the app to refresh itself. And so that I can accept those and send the hearts back. Lara is saying, I do want to lose weight, but I'm not sure how to say it. It is hard for me to explain, but what would you suggest how I can put my mindset for losing weight? I don't believe in weight loss. I believe in health gain. So if you're interested in gaining health, that's a whole different story. And the fitness competition that we're doing, the emphasis is going to be on fitness. So I'm taking the survey right now, but I believe that what we're going to do is we're going to have a fitness test. And you're going to film yourself doing the fitness test. You're going to check your resting heart rate. You're going to do these different things that we can assess in 30 days how your fitness, your health has increased. So it's not just about losing weight. It's about increasing your health, gaining health. Okay. So listen, I do want to get out of here. It's getting later on a Friday, so when I go to order, it might take a little longer to get here, or they might have a log jam, especially since it's snowing in New York. So let me go do that right now. But you all are so interesting. It's hard to get off when you all have all of these interesting comments. And we are the root of all things great, yet this in the Bible, but not the King James Version. How interesting. And Ashley is saying, Tanya, who do you personally think created human life? I believe that we created ourselves into life. That's what I believe. I believe that God wanted to experience itself. You know, when you start doing your meditations and you start doing astral traveling and you start doing all of these different things, you will realize that outside of the human body, right? Outside of the human body, you cannot feel the sun. You can't feel the delicious breeze coming down from the mountaintops. You can't feel that feeling of water. You can't feel any of those things. You can't even feel any other emotion other than love. Outside of the human body, the only emotion you can feel is love. That's it. It's only when you get into human form that you can feel jealousy, anger, hurt, pain, the sun, childbirth, lust. You can't even feel lust outside of the human body. Let me just say this to you all. When I had my near-death experience, I understood what it felt like to leave this human consciousness, this human existence. And there's so many beautiful things, like the pain that you feel, the anger, the confusion, all of these things that you feel are blessings. Because you cannot feel these things unless in human form. You cannot feel these things unless you incarnate, unless you get into a body. You can't even feel, that feeling that the sun gives you, that warmth that you feel on the outside of your skin, and then when it penetrates deep into the layers of your skin, and you feel that heat just vibrating out from you, so that even when you leave the sun, you still feel that heat coming into your skin. You cannot feel that outside of human form. You can't feel the feeling of the snow melting on your tongue when you put your mouth up towards the sky. You can't feel any of those things. You don't know what heartache feels like. You don't know what heartbreak feels like. You'll never be able to feel those things. In order for you to be able to feel heartbreak, you have to temporarily be able to forget that you are God, that there's nothing that you are lacking. In order to be able to feel the fear of starting a business, you have to be able to forget that you are God. The human experience gives us the opportunity to forget. And it's in forgetting. Like, if you have ever watched a movie and have been brought to tears, the reason why you are able to be brought to tears is because you suspend your feelings and thoughts and beliefs about anything outside of that very special moment that you dive yourself into. And you allow yourself to connect with the plight of this character. You allow yourself to say, oh, how would it feel if I were in that situation? You allow yourself to connect to the fictitious humanity of another or the plight of another. And these are beautiful things that you can only do in human form. You can't feel the feeling of going through puberty, and you can't go through the feeling of realizing your own mortality. You can't realize the feeling of being punched in the face. Anger, jealousy, envy, lust, motivate. You can't feel any of those things outside of human form. The only feeling that you have is love. It is intoxicating to be reconnected with the energy that you truly are. However, if you allow yourself just 10, 30, 70, 100 years to suspend your knowledge, to suspend your knowing, your internal knowing, because I know that there are people out there who are listening to what it is that I'm saying. And you have the internal knowing that what it is that I'm saying is true. Because in somewhere in a dream, in a deja vu, you've heard these words before. You know these words already. You know, you feel, you have that inner knowing and that understanding. And there's a little part of you that is waking up from the words that I'm saying right now. And there's a part of you that wants to stay asleep. Because in order for you to be able to feel the feelings of being human, you have to suspend your connection to that which it is that you truly are, that you are God in human form. You are God living itself through you. And thus you are able to cry. You are able to feel heat. You are able to feel anger. You are able to feel lust. You're able to feel the feeling of your genital becoming engorged with blood. You can only do those things in human form. Orgasm is human. You can only, well, I mean, if you're a dolphin, you can feel the orgasm too, because you know dolphins are freaks. Listen. But that's a whole other story. Do not get in the pool with these creatures. You stay your ass on the outside. If you know what's good for you, don't turn away from the trainer in a pool with some dolphins. You're gonna learn a thing or two. You're gonna learn a thing or two. But let's digress. Let's digress. Yolanda is saying she believes in God, may not be your perception of God. And so listen, when I had the opportunity to live or to die, when I had my near-death experience, right? And I chose life knowing that I would be put back into the illusion. I chose life. And listen, it's okay. You have to believe in the illusion of being human. Otherwise, you cannot have the rich experience of being human. Of being able to pontificate a point, punctuate the point with profanity. You can only do that in human form. You can't do that when you get out of human. And Ayan is saying love is a human connection, and that is false. That is very false. Maybe in your perception of what it is that you think of love, maybe if you're thinking of the in love feeling, but the feeling of love is the only truth that there is. That is the truth. That is the only feeling that you feel when you are not in human form. You just feel this overwhelming, wonderful feeling of love. And you don't feel any separation from you and that feeling of love. You feel it, you are it, you know it, you be it. It's very simple. It's very simple. Shauna is saying, what are some good reads you've come across on your journey? Listen now, if you're ready, go get a pen, everybody. I'm going to give you 3 books. 3 books, right? I'm going to give you 3 books. First book is Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Second book is Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. An excellent book. Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. Third book will be any book by Brian Weiss. You know what? There are also some great books out there, like The 4 Agreements and all of those. But let's start with those first. Let's start with those, right? Let's start with those. So Vicky is saying, no, the Bible was not rewritten during that time. What they did was misapply scripture and perverted it. My goodness. My goodness. Hate, I got here late. I'm behind. Love listening to you. Wish I had more time. Just rewind it. And Anne is saying, yes, Tanya, so true. So you came in late, but you caught up, right? All right, so listen, let me get off of here so I can order my food. Thank you all for all of the amazing Cash Apps. Oh, finally it refreshed. I'm going to send my heart to you all right now. Oh, Dennis sent $25. And Esh sent, let's see, I got to confirm it to see the rest of the message. Esh said, for listening from the clouds, enjoy your dinner. Thank you. Oh my goodness, are you flying right now, Esh? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so listen, I do need to order my food so that I could be able to get my order in tonight. Oh, there's more comments coming in. Thank you, Tanya, for helping some of us moving away from Christianity, but still have questions. Read Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. That'll answer a lot of your questions. Every question that you may have. His book is a 3-part series. Journey of Souls by Michael Newton will help you understand what happens when you're not in human form. And the crazy part about it is that you'll know when you're reading the truth. Like all of those questions that you have from the Bible and so like people who have to run away because their thoughts, they're like, oh, I can't hear this. The questions that you have, when you read them in Conversations with God, you'll know when you come across the truth. You know what I mean? Erica is saying, I love Conversations with God 1, 2, and 3. When it got to 3, it got deep. It got real deep in terms of what is richness and what is poverty. Dennis is saying, well, that's what the caption stated. What are we having a conflict about? There were people who were able to call in. We've turned off the phone lines. I didn't know that we were going to be on this long. And listen, I am not trying to make anybody move away from Christianity. I just want people to wake up into their own divinity. That's what I want. Kimon is saying, this conversation was really good to talk about. Tanya, virtual hug. Thank you. And Dennis is saying Brian Weiss, W-E-I-S-S. He is a psychologist who has done hypnotherapy sessions on people to help you do past life regressions. So this is why I say start there. Start there. Wait, Mojo, I'm not that vested in internet affairs. Oh, is that so? Who's having an affair on the internet? And Ashley is seeming upset. You're awfully concerned with me. Please have a seat somewhere. What is happening right now? So the third book is really anything by Brian Weiss. So just look up Brian Weiss. Get his earliest book if you want. It's Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Weiss, W-E-I-S-S, right? So Harriet wants me to name the books again. Conversations with God, Journey of Souls, and Life Between Lives. No. That's Journey of Souls, Life Between Lives. Brian Weiss talks about past life regression. So anything by him, because he has several books, but all of his books are really good. So, and Michael Newton too. Like once you get Journey of Souls, just start going through his books. Ooh, you know what is a good behind book? Oh my goodness, a good behind book. Let me go into my Kindle so that I could get the name of it again. But this book was so good. Oh my gracious goodness. Oh, let's see. Let me log in. This was, oh my goodness. It's not showing me my whole library. Oh, come on. Read, listen, where is my whole library? Oh, here it is, library. Here, let me scroll down and find the book. Let me show you all. Oh, I need to get to the beginning page. All right, I'm gonna show you all here. All right, so this is the book right here, Journey of Souls by, you see that, Journey of Souls, right? That's the book right there. Oh, the Brian Weiss book is called Message from Masters. Oh, it's Message from Masters, Journey of Soul, E Square. This is my book list right here of the things that I read, but this one book right here, so good. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, when I clicked on the book, it's downloading them. This book, Mind, Time, Power. Mind, Time, Power. Excellent book. Excellent book. So look, we need to have like we need to do a group session with all of us together. And we need to just go through books. We need to read books. So that's one of the things that we're going to do when we so Connie is saying, I truly believe I lived before and I know who I was in past lives. Absolutely. 116 watching. Okay, down a little. Any new scandals about Kevin Samuels? Listen, we've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. There's 205 people altogether on the 3 platforms that we are watching from. So Tanya is saying, I just bought all those books. Thanks, Tanya. Oh, it's life-changing. You read those books and life-changing. So we have Message from Masters, Journey of Souls. We have Mind, Time, and Power. Who is that Mind, Time, Power by? It was such that book really, I had to, like, that's one of those books I had to like stop and come back to because we start getting into quantum metaphysics, but that's not a book you start with. Don't start with that book because when you start getting into quantum metaphysics, that's when you're like, oh my goodness. Let's see who the author of that book is. Let's see. It's going by so quickly. It's like, I don't understand how Kindle is working. What is the information for the book? Okay, Anthony Hamilton. How funny. Anthony Hamilton, just like the singer's name, wrote that book, but not the singer. He's a different guy. And Ashley is saying, what about a book club related to self-love and self-esteem? Well, you know what? Once you start realizing who you really are, when you start realizing who it is that you truly are, self-love starts coming after that. There are a lot of people who don't understand why they're depressed and they're looking to fill themselves with food in the church and why they're not feeling fulfilled and why they're suffering and all this other stuff. Let's start with learning who it is that you truly are, and then we'll go from there, because it's difficult for me to tell you to take personal responsibility and accountability for where it is that you are if you think that there's some person in the sky who put you there. So Catherine is saying Tanya's Spiritual Book Club. Stacy is saying, what question was I answering? Who was he then? Okay. Ronnie is saying, oh man, dust doesn't even get a chance to settle in these streets. Yeah, no, listen, I'm jumping out of here. I'll see you all in the next video. I want to go order. And so thank you to all of the people who sent the cash apps through. I'm about to go treat myself. If you're on my Instagram page, I'll take a picture of the food that I order in. Okay. So I will see you all later. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tanya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is knowing who yourself is. I'll just leave it at that. Knowing who yourself is. Because in order to love yourself, you have to know who you are, right? Can't love a thing you don't know, right? I'll see you.